Here. Thanks for tuning in. This is Elvire, and I want to talk with you a little bit. I came across a quote that I found the other day. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. And this is from Warren Buffett. Well, I'm sure you know who Warren Buffett is. Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest men in the world. What does that mean, that the risk comes from not knowing what you're doing? Well, it's pretty simple. If you don't know what you're doing, then what are you doing? You're just probably, if you don't know what you're doing in your life or what you want to do with your life, you're probably floating around whichever way the wind blows you. That's not really what you would like to do, because that is a risk. You may bump into situations that you don't ask for. So it is important that you try to figure out what it is that you really like to do. It's not only a risk for your life as you know it, but there is also a much, much deeper risk. And that deeper risk has to do with your health. So when you look around, so many people are miserable. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that you have noticed that they're just miserable. There's no smile on their face. And you can probably imagine that they don't have a direction where to go. Maybe not a goal, maybe not a direction, but either one of those. I mean, you can pin down your goal and say like, oh, I want to be this or I want to be that. Or if you don't know that, that's okay too, because everything is possible. But at least a direction of where you would like to go, that's most important. You feel happy once you know, once you understand. I mean, you can learn almost anything in life. There are possibilities everywhere. And what you want to do is just, when you have a direction, just find the books, find the mentors. I mean, you don't have to have a live mentor. I have learned from mentors who have passed over decades, a century. But what their wisdom was so much that I read their books and it just helped me move forward. So read books, find books out. And when you're in a book and you go like, nah, I don't really like that, just put it aside. You don't have to finish it. You don't have to read every book from the first to the last page if you want to educate yourself. Sometimes you just find just a few things in a book. That's okay. That's enough. But do something into the direction where you would love to go. Because what does that do for you? It makes you feel happy. It gives you a zip in your swing. It gives you how do you call that? A reason to jump out of bed in the morning. It gives you direction. It makes you feel happy. And what happens when you feel happy? And this is, just look around in the world, look at all the people who are not smiling, look at their bodies, and you don't even have to ask them, but you can do their own checkup online for stats, how many people are taking drugs for this, that, such, and so. When you are happy, when you're feeling good, what happens is you create what I call a happy life juice. Because there is a zip in you, you feel empowered, and that comes from your thoughts. You are a chemical manufacturing plant. You create everything in your body yourself. Your body is your expression of what your thoughts are. So your happy life juice is something that is created. That's a chemical substance, a little bit like, compare it a little bit to endorphins perhaps. When that gets into your bloodstream, it gets to your cells. It helps nourish. It helps vitalize your cells. You feel alive when you're happy. Just remember, compare it also a little bit when you're in love. If you've ever fallen in love, everything goes, right? It's the same kind of feeling. So it's so important that you figure out, what direction do you want to go? And if you're doing something, if you're working and you go, nah, it's okay. What is it that you really would like to do if time and money was not an issue? Because that's probably the direction you want to go. And don't stare yourself blind on it. And don't stare yourself blind on what other people are saying. It doesn't matter. It's how you feel about certain things. It's about what you want to do, what makes you happy, what makes you zip and zing and gives you that happy feeling, because then you create a healthy body. I can't say it enough, and I will come back to it, and just watch my blogs, watch my videos. Either do the hashtag of Happy Life Juice or just do Elvire Smith. Thanks for tuning in, and till next time. Think about it. Go for it. You can do it. Thank you.